so this is a report on each of the headlights before we do the headlight restoration kit. So now he is taping them off so that you don't get any of the
scratch your paint.
So you don't scratch your paint. Then this protects your paint finish and all that good stuff.
We used some painter's tape first, and then I went over it with some duct tape, which gives you a little more durable finish on the outside and should hold up to the water better than the painter's tape. But I didn't want to put the duct tape directly on the body of my car, so I'm actually putting the duct tape on the painter's tape and giving it a nice tight seal. So we should be protecting that paint finish when this is all over and prepping it for the restoration. This headlight's been washed and dried. Everything's taped and prepared. Now you're going to come in with the surface activator step 1. You want to go ahead and spray this on there and let it soak for about 30 seconds. And then you're going to rinse that off, and that'll loosen up all the heavy deposits there on the top of your plastic.
Alright, so now the spray is on one headlight. All you have to do is just let it sit for 30 seconds. And remember, this does not hurt your paint, so if you get a little bit on your paint, it's going to be okay. Alright, as you can already see, you can see those bubbles are looking pretty gross. So I think the yellow is actually coming out. And let's go over to this side. Yeah, it looks like it's coming out already. This is only step 1.
You can tell that the activator, I'm using nitrate gloves. I'm kind of rubbing the activator onto the plastic headlight, agitating it just a little bit. And it's helping it kind of loosen up the UV damage that's been done. You can see that it's turning yellow on the gloves. So it's definitely getting the yellow marks out. Now after 30 seconds, you're gonna go ahead and rinse off the plastic headlight. I just got my hose out here. You can use a spray bottle if you're in your garage. Okay, so we've already rinsed off our activator. Now we're gonna wet sand the headlight, starting out with the 400 grit wet dry sandpaper. So when you do this step, you wanna make sure the headlight's a little bit damp. So I'm gonna spray the water down and mist it and put some water on the plastic of the headlight. And then you wanna kinda do it in circular motions and kind of sand the headlight. And you're gonna feel some grit, and you're gonna see that that's the plastic layer that you're kind of taking off. As you can see, you wanna put a little bit of force on that to kind of loosen things up. And you're gonna feel when it starts to get a little smoother, and you'll see some of the imperfections come out of the plastic as we're gonna restore this. So we're gonna keep on sanding. I would guess anywhere from, for the first one, they say 5 minutes on the kit. I'll probably be here a little longer. This headlight's in pretty bad shape. So like I said, I'm just gonna keep on sanding. I'll be back to you as soon as I get this part done. We started out with the 400. I purchased some 800 wet dry sandpaper so that I could go ahead and give it an extra coat that they don't really call for. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it off with this 800 and then step it up to 1,000 and then 2,000. So we're getting there. We're just keep on working, as you can see. It's starting to take out some of the blemishes, and I'm gonna keep on sanding until this baby hopefully looks crystal clear.
We're gonna do the same 400 and 800 grit sanding on the driver's side this time.
So in the sanding process, we started out with the 400. Then they tell you to go to the 1,000 to the 2,000, but I went ahead and got a separate package of 800 because these are pretty big headlights, and your sandpaper kind of wears down. So I went ahead and I'm gonna do 800 for 5 minutes. I did my 400, and then I'm doing my 800 for 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go to my 1,000 and 2,000, and we'll finish the process. So just a thought that, sometimes the kits, you may wear out a sandpaper, it doesn't really last too long. So just might wanna think about picking up an extra packet of the, I bought, like I said, the 800 wet dry sandpaper in the store at the same time. So we've gone ahead and we've done the 1,000 and we've done the 2,000. So we started off with the 400, switched to the 800. We've been to the 1,000 that comes with the kit and the 2,000 that's come with the kit. It looks a little hazy, but that's kind of what it's supposed to look like. But by far, it feels very smooth, unlike what it felt like when we started. I mean, this thing was so rough shape that we've stripped quite a bit of plastic off of this. So I'm really excited to see what it's gonna turn out looking like when it's all done. So now we're gonna go to the polishing phase. So I'm gonna dry it off, take the polishing compound that comes with the kit and polish it out. And then we'll go to the next step, clean that off, and I think we're ready for the clear coat after that. Use your white cloth that came with it. You wanna take some of your polishing compound, put about the size of a quarter, it says on the instructions, as you can see in the napkin. You wanna apply it on the dry headlight that you've cleaned and polish it out for 5 minutes. Just keep rubbing this polishing compound into the plastic, and it'll start to bring it up to a nice vibrant smooth finish, and just keep on going for about 5 minutes. So we'll be back to let you know what it looks like when we got it done. Okay, we finished our sanding. We've taken our polishing compound, we've polished and compounded it out. Now we have to go back. I've rinsed it off, I've dried it. I rinsed it with regular water. Then I've dried it off, and now I'm gonna take the activator and clean it for its final step before it gets its UV clear coat put over the headlight, and hopefully it'll be nice and clear when we're finished. We'll be right back. Okay, I've already sprayed the activator on the headlights, letting it run down for 30 seconds, just to clean any kind of wax or buildup that we just put on there. And get it, like I said, this is the activator sitting. I'm gonna rinse it off and then dry it off, and we should be ready to go to the next step and put our finished clear coat on. As you can see, we've already cleaned the headlight. I showed you guys that we did the cleaner, the activator. Now I've removed the tape around the car. You wanna make sure there's no water or anything behind the headlight. So I'm gonna take this small Milwaukee blower here and blow it out to make sure there's no water in behind any of these gaskets. As you can see, I'm taking all the water away because you need to make sure you get a good bond with your top coat for your UV protection. So dry it out really, really good. I left the bottom tape there just in case any of the acrylic drips down or anything on my bumper. I just left that piece of tape there because it's not really going to interfere with the process of applying. Just as added protection, I didn't take all the tape off. All right, and we're going to do the clear coat after this. Let me finish drying her up. Okay, at this point, we're going to go ahead and install our UV clear coat step 3. Here's the blue towel that they provide you with. What we're going to do is we're going to wet this towel about a ½ inch up, it says on the instructions, and then we're going to coat the headlight nice and evenly with this. So the first thing we need to do is prep our, as you can see, I left this here in case we get any drippage, but so we want to wet our headlight, wet our towel so that this acrylic kind of soaks into the edge of the paper towel. You can see it's kind of pouring out a little bit. It's wicking up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this kind of like this with nice strokes on the headlight. As you can see, it's coating the headlight. As you can see, it's giving it a nice clear acrylic finish. We're going to come down. We're going to do nice even strokes. If you miss somewhere, just kind of go back over your headlight. Make sure you apply plenty of the acrylic on the top. You can do a couple coats, but you want to be quick as far as moving with this product, and don't get it on your paint of your car. So as you can see, we're applying the acrylic again in even strokes. If you get some areas that it didn't apply, you can go back and apply it again. And you just go ahead and get all your edges really good. As you can see, I'm coating that without really getting on the car. There's a little gasket there, so I have a little bit of play. As you can see, that is what the headlight more or less is going to look like when it's finished.